Hi, I'm Frank Hartman with the Hartman Law Firm, and I'm a practicing attorney in Charleston, South Carolina, specializing in auto accidents and personal injury. And today we're talking about what is a TBI, or a traumatic brain injury, in the context of your auto accident or your slip and fall, or whatever the case may be, how you were injured. A traumatic brain injury is exactly what it sounds like, and typically it's going to be associated with a concussion. A lot of times I see this in the context of an auto accident, and people immediately following the wreck, they're talking about headaches, they're talking about blurred vision, they're talking about nausea, they're talking about unsteady gait. In other words, they're not able to stand on their own feet. There's a balance issue in the inner ear, and they have blackout migraine headaches that plague them for weeks and months after the fact. That can be indicative of a concussion, either grades 1, 2, and 3 obviously being the most severe. With a concussion and post-concussive syndrome, you can have what's called a traumatic brain injury. And what that means in the parlance of our times is that you have a permanent brain injury. It's not something that's ultimately going to resolve with time as a typical concussion would. It's something that you have to go to a neurologist, and you have to document, and it's long-term and potentially, life impacting. A neurologist or a neuropsychologist are the two doctors that can document a TBI for purposes of presentation to an insurance company. And they're going to put you through a battery of tests to determine if you have, well, it's better if you have a before and after, but in the event that you don't, ultimately they're going to put you through a battery of tests to determine what your capacity is, your brain capacity is, and what any potential lingering effects are going to be. They'll typically do that, maybe 6 to 8 weeks after the car wreck or the slip and fall or whatever, however, the mechanism of your injury, and then maybe 3 months or 6 months after that. And the idea being is they want to document whether you're getting better, if you are getting better, what any potential residual problems there may actually be that linger, and they could potentially, be with you for the rest of your life. In the event that that's the case, they're going to give you a whole person impairment to your brain, which is quite possibly the worst injury that you can possibly imagine, obviously, because it's going to affect your overall capacity to function as a human being. And that's something that you need to document, and document well, and present to the insurance company, because you only get one bite at the apple with regard to your settlement. I'm Frank Hartman, and today we talked about what is a TBI, or a traumatic brain injury, and how is it important in the context of your car accident. If you're watching this video, you have questions regarding your traumatic brain injury, I would strongly encourage you to pick up the telephone and call me at 843-300-7600, or feel free to look me up at thehartmanlawfirm.com. Thank you for watching.